this is the prize for the Mustang Shootout. It is a 71 Mustang funny car. It is a treasure hunt. It's the Wild Pony, and I really like it. I had a lot of choices for Mustangs, and this is the one I went for. It has a blue stripe down the front of it, which I really quite like. Yeah, so I look forward to sending this out to the winning driver wherever they are in the world. Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here, and welcome back to Sharky's Garage here at Vulcan Raceway for this episode 4, the top 8 of the Mustang Shootout. Today we will see the first 4 going straight through to the grand final in several weeks' time. Next week we will see the bottom 8. The week after that will be a red versus blue. The week after that will be redemption, and the week after that will be the grand final, which is probably into the new year at this point. Anyway, who have we got racing today? Well, in set 1 we've got car 3, the Commish in the Eleanor, the silver car. We've got car 5, the V-Man in the blue 69. We've got car 6, Brandon from the Scale Racing Channel in the teal 71 Mach-1. And we've got one of my one to watch, car 7, Princess Sparkle in the purple 1984 SVO. In set 2, who have we got? We've got my second pick. We've got James Stirling in the matte white 92, that's car 8. We've got car 10, the only of our rookies that's made it straight through to the top 8. That's Puff in the spoiler alert, which is the checkerboard one. And we've got my top pick, car 11, Kitsune in the black 07 with the flames. Finally, rounding out set 2, we've got the old hand here at Vulcan Raceway. We have got Hakari in, and as per always, he's always in a red car, and it's the red 2010 GT. So, give you a quick track overview, get the first 4 up to the line, and then we'll get down to the racing. Before we do that, don't forget to do the usual things: like, comment and subscribe. This one didn't get through, but it's got the upper metal base. Really love it. I believe that's the winner of the last one now has received his prize over in America. Please see here. Set 1, set 2, safety teams, the Vulcans. We're not going to need those. Oh, the fine fellow's having a look underneath of Keldon's car there. So our sponsors, thanks to Keldon Raven at Raven Customs, Cuboid at 4 Cubed Racing, who's over there near the orange car. He's racing in next week. John at Modelmatic there with the track owner. My brother Phil at Tomley RC, and this episode's main sponsor is the team at the BERCC. We'll get these 4 up to the line and get down to it. So the first 4 from set 1 are up at the line. On the front of the blue lane is the silver, which has got the Commish at the wheel. On the front of the red lane is the blue, which has the V-Man at the wheel. Behind him in the teal is Brandon from the Scale Racing Channel, and Princess Sparkles in the purple is on the rear of the blue lane. 3, 2, 1, race. Blue, silver, purple, teal. Moving on to race 2. Princess Sparkles in the purple on the front of the blue lane. The Commish in the silver on the front of the red. V-Man in the blue on the rear of the red. And Brandon from the Scale Racing Channel in the teal is on the rear of the blue lane. 3, 2, 1, race. Purple, teal, silver, blue. The teal is on the front of the blue, the purple is on the front of the red, the silver is on the rear of the red, and the blue is on the rear of the blue. 3, 2, 1. Teal, purple, blue and silver. As we move into race 4, the scores on the doors as it follows. On 10 points is Princess Sparkles in the purple. On 9 points is Brandon in the teal. On 8 points is V-Man in the blue. And on just 6 points is Commish in the silver. As they're lined up, the blue is on the front of the blue lane. The teal is on the front of the red. The purple is on the rear of the red. And the silver is on the rear of the blue. 3, 2, 1. Race. Teal, blue, purple, silver. As we move into set 2, the results of set 1 are as follows. First on 14 points is Brandon in the teal. Second on 12 points is Princess Sparkles in the purple. Third on 11 points is the V-Man in the blue. And fourth on 7 points is the Commish in the silver. Now, potentially, depending on how this set goes, 3 of those could go through straight to the grand final. But potentially, only one of those has the best chance of getting through. That's Brandon on 14 points. The other 3 could all be beaten on points by the 4 that are now up at the line. And who are they? In the matte white, on the front of the blue lane is James Stirling. In the checkerboard on the front of the red lane is Puff from Puff's Racing. In the black with flames on the rear of the red lane, my top pick is Kitsune. And on the rear of the blue lane is Hakari in that red car. 3, 2, 1, race. Black, white, checkerboard, red. Wow! That run from Kitsune at the end there, amazing. Now, I need to go back and check it, but it looked like on the run down the final leg, Kitsune in the Flames car went from 3rd through to 1st. That was quick. How they lined up. The red is on the front of the blue, the matte white is on the front of the red, the checkerboard is on the rear of the red, and that Flames car is on the rear of the blue lane. 3, 2, 1, race. Red, white, black, checkerboard. I think if Kitsune hadn't have over-egged it and ended up flipping round in reverse, she could have won that one as well. Anyway, the back up at the line, and the Flames car with Kitsune at the wheel is on the front of the blue. The red car with Hakari at the wheel is at the front of the red lane. The white of James Stirling is on the rear of the red, and the checkerboard of Puff is on the rear of the blue. 3, 2, 1, race. Black, red, white, checkerboard, but I need to check it. So, yes, James Stirling in the white did pip Puff in the checkerboard just before the line. The standings on points after 3 races going into race 4. In first on 12 points, it's Kitsune in the Flames. In second is Hakari in the red on 9 points. In third is James Stirling in the white on 8 points. And Puff in the checkerboard is on just 4 points. So looking at that, in all likelihood, probably Kitsune and Hakari. But Hakari's starting on the rear this time. But Kitsune is definitely straight through to the grand final. The rest is all to play for. The lineups. On the front of the blue lane is the checkerboard of Puff. On the front of the red lane is the black with flames of Kitsune. On the rear of the red is the red of Hakari. And on the rear of the blue lane is the matte white of James Stirling. 3, 2, 1, race. Ooh! I'll come back to you with the results. Now the observant of you will see there's two cars up at the line, because the wing over track here at Vulcan Raceway never fails to provide the entertainment. We have two cars racing off for the final position in the top 8. From set 1 we have the V-Man in the blue car. From set 2 we have James Stirling in the white car. Now the V-Man, who I believe is partner of Patty Cakes, is looking to return the favour, because he said that James Stirling could have his lane choice, because James Stirling was a gentleman to, or an honourable man to, Patty Cakes. So the lane choice went to James Stirling. James Stirling has chosen to start on the red lane, which means we have the blue car on the blue lane, which is the V-Man, with the white car on the red lane, which is James Stirling. 3, 2, 1, race. White takes race 1, but it's close towards the line. Lane switched for race 2. The blue car is on the red lane, the white car is on the blue lane. The white car with James Stirling is 1 race up. 3, 2, 1, race. And the white car takes it 2 races to none. Final scores of the day. From set 1 on 14 points, Brandon from the Scale Racing channel straight through to the grand final. From set 2 on 14 points, Kitsune straight through to the grand final. From set 1 on 12 points, straight through to the grand final, Princess Sparkles. And after that race off, on 11 points and straight through to the grand final, James Stirling in that matte white. On to redemption in 3 weeks' time. We've got the blue car that just lost out in the race off, that being the V-Man. We've got the red car with Hakari win at the wheel. Hakari was, V-Man was on 11 points. Hakari was on 10. On 9 points is Puff from Puff's Racing in the checkerboard. And on 7 points is the Commish in the silver. The Commish likes the drama. Don't rule him out. I can see him going through redemption through to the grand final. In fact, I could see easily any of these 4 cars going through to the grand final from the 2 spaces in redemption. That's it for this week. Next week we have the bottom 8, which sees the first 4 eliminations from the competition. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all again then.